What's going on, everybody? It's your boy and the Matrix here on the Culture Nomad, and I'm gonna talk about why Western women cannot be satisfied in dating today. And it's a couple of reasons. Some of these reasons you probably already heard, but I'm gonna go over my personal experience here in America, and I'm gonna give you some examples. Okay, so Western women cannot be satisfied in dating. So let's go with the first reason. They think they have unlimited options because of the internet. So you've probably heard this already, the internet giving them unlimited access to men all over the world. Some girls get flown out, yada yada yada, flickly yada, right? But this also creates an illusion of like when you have way too many options, you think you can pick from any. But that doesn't mean that that you're going to be satisfied with whatever you pick. Because for example, there's been many times where like a girl will go on a date and she'll be sitting on a table on a date with the perfect guy for her, right? For her, right? Because everybody's got a different personality, everybody's got different interests, hobbies, quirks, and there's going to be one guy for her that will accept her quirks, will accept her imperfections, will accept her for how she is, and he'll be able to deal with it and take care of her, and they can actually be very happy together. But happiness doesn't pay the bills. So she's not going to go for that guy. Unfortunately. So she keeps scrolling through social media or Tinder or whatever freaking dating app until she finds a guy that has a lot of money. Right? And usually, then of course, they go for the guys that are the most successful because they think that because those guys are financially successful, that it's that's is good for her. But what girls don't understand is that guys that are financially successful, whether it's a six-figure, $100,000, $200,000 a year, $1 million a year or more, those guys they have priorities. There are certain things that they will not tolerate. So if you're gonna come off with these attitudes and thinking that you can start all this drama and or maybe you have these types of quirks, a personality that he doesn't like, right? I'm telling you, guys that make money, they don't waste time with like immature bitches. I'm okay. I use sorry for my language. Sorry for my language. But seriously, they don't have a lot of tolerance for immature girls, and they're looking for a woman that will help them be more efficient. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the first reason is this illusion of unlimited options. Again, number two, they think a man is supposed to give, 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 and they don't have to give anything in return because they are women, because they have titties and a vagina. They think, well, I don't have to do anything for him. Yeah, okay. And the reason why they believe this is because of feminism, right? It's because of feminism. I mean, why the heck else? Over the years, they've been taught that they can do everything, they can do whatever they want, and men are the ones that have to work, 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 and you don't have to feel sorry for them. They're just men are just supposed to do what you tell them to do. They're working ants, they're worker bees, right? And when you go overseas, like when you go to personally, I've gone to Japan and I've gone to the Philippines, and even in Latin America, Southeast Asia, Asian countries, they know like women are normal. Women are just normal human beings in these countries. They're not like these mentally infested, feminist minded women. When you go to these other countries, women know, okay, he's gonna take me out on a date. I'm gonna be nice to him. I'm gonna try to entertain him. You know what? Maybe I'll buy him a drink myself. When I went to the Philippines, that was the case. Um, and I spent an entire week with this girl because she treated me so nicely. She when we went out on the first day, she offered to buy me the buy me dinner. She offered, not the other way around. And I was like, oh shit, like this is unexpected because I was ready to pull out my wallet, do all this thing. Uh, Same thing in Japan. I mean, I've heard of like black dudes going to Japan and like just being treated like they've never been treated before. It's like white women and Asian women are snatching up black guys from black women. Easy. Simply by showing respect and treating them nicely and being good to them. I mean, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy, but in Western women, they don't think so. They don't think it should be that way. They like to make things difficult. That's I don't date in America, bro. I don't date in America. I really don't. I go to work, go home. When I go out, I buy some food, go to the arcade. Maybe I don't really interact. I just talk to my friends and that's it. I've only did when I leave America. But that's just me. You don't have to be like me. And the sad thing about this is that this is true even with Christian women in America. Yeah, the Christian women in America they're kind of like the same way. It's like they're supposed to be Christian, but they had the same talking points as a feminist. And feminism and Christianity do not mix, because if you're following Jesus Christ, those feminist ideologies don't mix. And if you're following Jesus, you're supposed to be doing what Jesus tells you to do, which is, if you're gonna get married as a woman, you have to submit to the man. Men submit to God, women submit to men, and children submit to women. That's the hierarchy. In Christianity, there is a hierarchy, and feminism doesn't like it. Anyways, number 3, their expectations of men are unrealistic. Okay, they think that most people are able to make six figures. They think that even girls that live in the ghetto, like they think it's easy to find a man that makes a lot of money. Money is difficult. Even in the internet age, money is freaking difficult. The amount of people that make a six-figure income is only 5% of the population. But a lot of people act. A lot of people, they act as if you step outside your house and your next door neighbor is making $1 million. No, like most people don't make more than like $50,000, $60,000 a year. It's true. Most people don't have that kind of money. And they think, oh, well, I can go on Tinder and find me a millionaire or something like that, right? But it's like you're going to be competing with millions of men. Is it with thousands and thousands of other women for that same guy, right? So the expectations are just realistic. They could meet a guy could be handsome. They could meet a handsome dude, and they'll still find reasons why not to be with that guy. Oh, well, like he doesn't have a six pack. He's handsome, but he doesn't have a six pack. He's handsome, but he doesn't have a six-figure job. Or he has a six-figure job, but he has a beer belly and a bald head. It's like they can't accept the imperfections. And it goes back to number 1, which is they think they have unlimited options. Right? They think they have unlimited options. And that's the driving force. That's the reason why they have unrealistic expectations, because they think, oh, well, the next guy will be it. Or the next guy will be it. The next guy will be it. And they will be it, right? And they are never, ever, 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 ever satisfied. Never. They are never satisfied. They can never find just the perfect guy. Back in the 2000s, in the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, it used to be that first you will find somebody that that you love. You have chemistry, you get along, maybe you got good chemistry, you like her personality, she likes your personality, right? And then you get to know each other, and then you will make plans, right? You make plans like, oh, like we got to buy a house, and then you two would work together to buy a house. Of course, the man will do a bit more work, but that's how it used to be. You two would work together to buy a house. You two would work together to build a future, right? That's how it used to be. But there's no working together anymore. They want somebody that comes prepared in a package, like a prepared package meal, like an Amazon delivery product that they order online. Is in a package, is well made, is perfect for you to use, and that's it. That's what they want. But if a guy would ask the same thing, of her, then no, that's a problem. Now that's a problem. But yeah, it's Western woman can never be satisfied in dating. In I mean, now they have, what is it? They have this T app. There's this freaking T app where like they post pictures and information about men that they go on dates, right? So it's like they're like exchanging information about men that they're thinking about dating. But you know how crazy that sounds? You know how creepy that is? That T app is freaking creepy, bro. So it's like, what are you looking for exactly? For a guy to be absolutely freaking perfect? No. The same way you have trauma, men also have trauma. I have traumas. I'm a traumatized human being. You know, and that's what they're not willing to accept. It's like nobody is fucking perfect, dude. But they can't accept that. And in today's age, because they think they have unlimited options, they just think, oh, I can dump this guy and then just keep looking for another guy. Eventually, you're going to have to settle, especially the older you get. They're never happy. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. Whatever your thoughts are, comment below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. Everybody's your boy Andy Matrix. Godspeed.